You too. Welcome back to another episode of K-Dub Palace. I'm your host, K-Dub. Obviously last night you had the end of March Madness between Houston and Florida. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no knowledge of either team. I don't know. I don't know none of the players. I've never really watched college basketball unless it was like the women's or um, on the guys. This really was whoever was popping. So Cooper Flag was like the last one that I knew. I know Master P's son played for Houston, but he didn't even play. I don't think he even played like that. But if you go to the stats, obviously you see it came down to the wire. The Houston guard, I don't know what happened, but um, he got the ball. He tried to shoot it. He lost the ball, and he ended up he boxed out. I thought that was like a up. I thought that was an up and down, but I thought that was an up and down call. And then he ended up boxing out on a 3-point line. I've never seen that happen before. Like he did like a football stance where like when you do like the onside kick and like if he doesn't catch it, they'll let the ball kind of just keep moving until it hits a certain part of the yard line, and then they'll kind of like do this right here. But I've never seen that in basketball before. And what was he thinking? I have no idea. But obviously, Houston didn't play a lot of their players. I didn't see Mercy Miller. I didn't see Mercy play. On the Florida side, Bacon talks about Clayton Jr. Last night was the first time that I heard from him, but I know he's been cooking for a couple games in this March Madness against Duke and against was it Duke? No, not Duke. Auburn, against Auburn and last night. So Clayton had 11 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, but I think Clayton had some clutch shots. And then, yeah, I don't really know what happened with Houston. They had the game, but the game was back and forth. But right now, I'm ready to find the Houston player that like it wasn't Jawan Roberts, it wasn't Joseph Tugler, it wasn't LJ Cryer, it wasn't Milos, it was E Sharp. E Sharp was the one that fumbled. Yeah, E Sharp was the one that fumbled. I don't know what they was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking in that moment. If I was him, I would have shot the ball, and it looked like, bro, the guy that was running toward him, it looked like he was gonna foul him anyway. I would have pulled up, probably got fouled for that. He would went to the free throw line for 3 shots, and if he would made all 3, Houston would have won the game. But he lost the ball. Or I think it was like in the moment he panicked. But I know Houston really was hurting, and you can even see Sharp at the end of the game. He was on like one knee the whole time with his hands over his head, like he couldn't believe it was happening. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I hate to say it, but like he cost him the game. Oh. As much as it hurts, as much as like mistakes happen, I'm gonna be honest with you. He should have shot that. Yeah, he should have shot that. I don't know what made him not do that, but yeah, he should have shot the ball. Definitely should have shot the ball. But I mean, it is what it is. You learn. But shout out to Florida and congrats to Florida. But yeah. That was very unfortunate. What happened? to him. But yeah, well, as far as Cooper Flag is concerned, let's see what happens with Cooper Flag as far as the draft and all that. Um, so yeah, so um, yeah, shout out to Florida. I don't really have too much. Whoa, is this real? Is this real? Okay, Chad, we got some. Let me make sure this is not fake. We have some news come out of the Denver Nuggets. So the Nuggets have fired Mike Malone. The Nuggets have fired Mike Malone. Um, wow. So according to Chris, so Shams broke the news. The Nuggets have fired Mike Malone. Wow. Okay. Um, the Nuggets are also firing general manager Calvin Booth. Oh my God, what's going on? No, they fired. No, what's going on? Oh, this happened an hour ago. Mike Malone has been fired from the Denver Nuggets. Wow. Okay. This episode just took a turn. Okay. So the Nuggets have fired their coach that took them to the championship and won with this coach, Mike Malone, one of the greatest coaches in the league, just got fired. Um, so we got two coaches that got fired before the playoffs. Okay. What is going on in Denver? Yeah, Denver and Memphis got some explaining to do. What are they doing in their organization? They just fired their coach. The Nuggets dismissed Malone in the meeting today. Malone is the winningest coach in franchise history since being fired. Yeah, well, why would you fire a coach that got you to the championship 2 years ago? And the Nuggets are like the fourth seed right now. Why are teams firing their coach when they're playoff contending teams? Like, what's going on in the NBA right now? What's going on in the organizations? I know the Nuggets just lost to the Pacers, but what was the reasoning behind firing Mike Malone? Denver Nuggets owner Josh, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. While the timing of the decision is unfortunate, as Coach Malone helped build the foundation of our now championship level program, it is a necessary step to allow us to compete at the highest level right now. Championship level standards. Are they not championship? Are they not a championship level team? You have Nikola Jokic. You have Jokic, reigning MVP, who might win his fourth one. You got Jamal Murray. You got Michael Porter. You got Russell Westbrook off your bench. You got Aaron Gordon. You literally have the same team. They haven't been, and it's crazy because the Nuggets haven't been losing. Bro, right now the Nuggets are like the fourth seed. Yo, bro. No, that's weird. No, that's very weird. Bro, the Nuggets are well, okay, so I gotta correct myself. The Nuggets have actually lost four straight. They've lost four straight. I don't know who they lost to. I know the Pacers was one of them. Bro, what? No, who? Okay, so I didn't know that they lost four straight. But even them losing four straight shouldn't be the reason why you fire your championship head coach. So they've lost to the Pacers, Golden State, Spurs. Yeah, that's an ugly loss. The Timberwolves, man, like besides the Spurs, they've lost to playoff contending teams. Like the Warriors and Pacers are contending. The Timberwolves are contending. I'm gonna say they're contending. I don't care what y'all say about the Timberwolves. They contending. But bro, okay, so Memphis is in the play-in, but the Nuggets are the fourth seed. Why are you firing your coach? Why are you firing your coach when you're the fourth seed? That's crazy. Yeah, we'll speak more about Mike Malone tomorrow. This is unexpected. I was gonna talk about Paige Bueckers, which I can talk to right now. I can talk about right now. But you fired Mike Malone. Why are teams firing their coach in the playoffs? What's going on? And I'm gonna be honest. I think that loss against the Timberwolves kind of did it. I think, like when Russ, I think that game did it right there when Russ missed the layup, and from there it just led on. Then you got Jamal Murray. He's in and out of the lineup with injury, so there hasn't been consistency since that championship, which is understandable. I think the Nuggets lost in the Nuggets lost in the second round last year. Yeah, they lost in the second round last year, and then this year you start out slow, but then they end up rising to the top. They was playing well with Russ in the lineup, and then I'm gonna be honest. I think when Aaron Gordon came back, it messed up the chemistry. And then when you lose KCP, Bruce Brown, all these players that helped you win a championship, Jeff Green, that helped you win a championship, it's like, what are you doing? And since they let them all go, they haven't been succeeding. That's facts. But then again, you don't know what they. Y'all can't fire coaches a week before the playoffs. Like, you gotta see what happens in the playoffs. Like, what if the Nuggets, like, if the Nuggets went to the playoffs, right, bro, they would have played. I think they would have played. They would have played. They would have played the Clippers the first round. Who knows what? Who knows what would have happened? But you fire your coach with a week left. With a week left before the playoffs, it's kind of insane. Yeah, I don't really see why you make this decision. But okay, we'll talk more tomorrow about it. I was gonna get into Paige Bueckers real quick. She's coming off of a championship for NCAA. Um, I'm gonna be honest. When she goes to the league, I don't think UConn is gonna repeat. That's just my opinion. I don't think UConn repeats, but they do have Sarah Strong, who's one of the best freshmen out this year. Obviously, shout out to Juju. She won NCAA Women's Player of the Year. Shout out to her. But back to Paige though. I think she's gonna be really. I think she's gonna be good. In the WNBA, she's gonna be good. She's supposed to go to the Dallas Wings. So let's see how she plays there. If she ends up going there, she will. But yeah. Paige definitely one of the ones. She definitely was one of the big four in college with her, Juju, Flage, and Hidalgo. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, Paige definitely has accomplished a lot this year. Going to the draft, she's come off of a championship. Then she's gonna get drafted in a few weeks. So yeah, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I think the WNBA draft is. Hold on, let me get that right real quick. The WNBA. Let me see when the draft. So the WNBA draft. I'm trying to see when is it. So let me go to draft. So the draft is supposed to be April 14th. If April 14th is next Monday. So next Monday is the WNBA draft. So she goes right to the draft. So she has a week to celebrate, and she's right that she's going to the draft. So shout out to Paige though. She's going to do big things in the WNBA. Definitely. I really wanted to see her and Cooper Flag, win at the same time. If not, Cooper Flag and Juju if she didn't get hurt. But yeah, you wanted to see like the two top dogs win. I have no idea who's on Florida or Houston for men's. I just know that Clayton Jr. was one. He was one that was hitting the big shots, and then I know Mercy Miller didn't play, but he's the one that I knew from Houston. Other than that, I didn't know anybody from either team. To be honest with you, that's how much that tells y'all I don't watch men's basketball unless Cooper Flag is involved. And then now next year I'm gonna really watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it more than the women's because you got Bryce James, who's Braun's son. You got Elijah Arenas, Gil Arenas' son, going to USC. Bryce James going to Arizona. You got Melo's son, Cayenne, who's going to Syracuse, and you got AJ going to BYU. So there's some players that's going to be playing next year that I'm going to be looking out for. And Mikey Williams is entering the transfer portal, leaving UCF to go somewhere where he can flourish and be that guy. So I'm gonna watch Mikey Williams definitely. So yeah, men's is gonna be very interesting. With Juju out for women's, I won't be as tuned in. I will be tuned in. I'll be tuned in to both. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. But shout out to Paige. Good luck in the draft in your rookie season. That's gonna conclude this shocking episode. I didn't know I didn't know that the Nuggets had fired Mike Malone. There must have been some locker room issues. That's the only way that I could think of. Has to be locker room issues. But the quote I'm getting from the general manager makes no sense because they're the fourth seed and they've always been contention for a championship. So, and Mike Malone is about winning. So I don't get that at all. So, hopefully y'all enjoy the video, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. If you're new, man, I'm gone.